What is up, everybody? We are finally getting some nice updates from Jagex, and honestly, everybody, this improvement to RuneScape is going to be pretty awesome in my opinion. And with that being said, everybody, Grim here, and yes, everybody, let's go ahead and cover this article that Jagex has put out. So Scurrius is a new type of mid-level PvM boss. The Rat King looks like it's going to be a fairly easy boss, and if you're like a higher level, it's going to be even harder. And honestly, everybody, I am just enthralled with the new update. I cannot wait to take this foe and defeat him. It looks like we are going to be getting some new weaponry, like some rat bone weaponry, it looks like. And honestly, everybody, I gotta say that is pretty interesting as well. It looks like we are going to be getting a rat bone staff, and also we are going to be getting some other stuff like a Scurrius pet. And honestly, everybody, I think the pet is going to be my favorite aspect of this new boss. Let's go ahead and read this for a minute here. Your second bit of feedback was that you really wanted the pet, the horrible rat, while Scurrius himself may object to your tickling your greasy paws all over his silky fur. We've arranged him to drop a pet. Oh my gosh, guys, that pet is gonna be awesome. However, you've shown the light, and we delighted to introduce Scurry, an adorable furry friend who will accompany you on your adventures, big and small, assuming RNG is on your side, of course. Honestly, everybody, this just blows my mind that we are getting a Scurrius pet. I am enthralled, and I am loving these new boss pets. I don't know about you guys, but I hope I can get it with my RNG. Now we have concepts of the Rat King here. He looks pretty vicious. It looks like a mutant of multiple rats. That's crazy. But anyways, let's see what the requirements to order to kill the Rat King is. We recommend that players have at least 43 prayer, which is not necessarily that hard, but if you're free to play, guys, that is going to be crazy to get. But anyways, for protect from melee, which adventuring into the Scurrius layer, but there are no other requirements. This encounter is designed for combats level 16 to 90. That's a pretty wide range, although it's more about mastering the mechanics than relying on chunky stats. Well, that's really good to know, because guys, I really like on how the mechanics work in RuneScape, and that's what makes RuneScape so unique, is the mechanics itself. And I love getting the idea on learning on how to boss and so on and so forth. And I think this is the perfect pitch Jagex has to offer its players, because I think that it will actually be some really good content in the future whenever they decided to drop Scurrius. But anyways, let's go over the rewards. Often we talk about rewards for bosses, we end up with the usual suspects: cold, harsh, cash, fancy new uniques, and a few supplies to keep the streak going, which I agree on Jagex on that behalf, that, you know, for us to continue bossing, to drop supplies that we need in order to keep on going, is a pretty decent way of doing things. Also, given that Scurrius targets an extremely broad level range, it's difficult to pinpoint a reward that's exciting for both level 60 beginners and level 90 players about to take on tougher foes. So like they're kind of suggesting here, they are saying that Scurrius is going to be a low to mid level boss, which is pretty awesome. Really like the way that Jagex is introducing the boss to us. That way we can get a handle on the raids, and even though I'm not necessarily like ready for raids quite yet, yeah, I like the idea that Jagex is trying to get you prepared for that. The Rat King will be combat XP as well. The primary reward from the King will be combat XP, which is pretty nice. I'm guessing it's going to give you guys a lot of boost in XP as well. We're not talking lamps or other trade-ins. We said we're trying something new, and we meant it. Usually players gain bulk of the combat XP, except players passively while training Slayer or AFK spots like sand crabs. Okay, they have mentioned that sand crabs is a viable source of combat XP, which is not actually true. But then again, combat is actually pretty decent. I would say that it is very AFKable as well. But anyways, continuing on, I gotta say, guys, I really love it at the ballpark. As you can expect, low-level players using rat bone while fighting Scurrius to receive slightly significant more XP than passive opinions like the Nightmare Zone and crabs. So what I'm getting is that they want you to use the rat bone weaponry, and if you use it, you get like a double XP for killing the rat, which would be pretty awesome and pretty different as well. So they kind of encourage players to use the new weapons as well. That's pretty awesome. We're still in the progress of the fine-tuning of the balance for the XP rates and rat bone weaponry. So while this aims outlined in the paragraph above, what we are working towards, we're going to start to steer clear of including any specific XP rates at this stage, since they're still very unlikely to since they are still very likely to change. All right, and we get to see a little bit of the rat bone weaponry. It looks like you need 35 smithing or fletching and respectabilities as well. Guys, this is just so awesome. That's pretty much the lowdown of the update, and I want to know you guys' own opinions. Guys, what do you think about Scurrius? I am personally going to go after the pet because I am a pet fiend, and honestly, everybody, I am just so hyped for this as well, and I hope you guys are too. Let me know in the comments what you're most excited about, the rewards, the new log. I'm sure we'll be getting a new log as well, but Scurrius, the Rat King, looks like an introduction to PvM bossing. So with that being said, everybody, this does conclude the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this different type of video as well. And with that being said, everybody, my name is Grim, and as always, everybody, I'll catch you guys next time.